Hi, welcome back. Thank you again for visiting my channel. We're going to continue the advanced logic starters, which is the second one from the top, and we will continue on to the next one. This one, as you can see, that's 30 by 45. So it is a bigger puzzle. So um, I don't think I'm going to explain every single concept. Otherwise, it'll make this video way too long. So I will explain the concept that I'm using, but I won't go into the detail. So if there's anything that you don't get, or if you have questions, please leave questions in the comment section below, or you could also send me an email. Um, I have the email address in the description of this channel, so you could use that too. Um, so for now, I would like to start with the easy ones. And let me make it a little bit bigger, right? Oops. Section 5, right? Difference of 1. So, do this. Yep. Difference of 2, right? One black space here, right? Comes that. Um, yeah, this one, right? I could have only one black space in here. Looking at the 6, that means since if I could have only one black in here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the remaining 2 spaces have to be black space, right? Black spaces, right? What else can I do? Yeah, let's just go up here. Yeah, 3 and the 8, right? Diagonal numbers, right? 5 and 5, same number, right? One black space down here, so I need to have one. I could only have one more because of this, so that becomes that, and becomes that, right? Okay, we could do it this way. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I could have one more black space, right? And then if you look at the 6 here, right, I need to get 3 more black spaces. But since I could have only one, right, and one of the 2 spaces here, these 2 will turn into black spaces, right? Okay, that's 6 and 4, difference of 2, right? Again, same thing. Five and 5, right? This is on the edge, right? I have 2 same numbers. Okay. I think that's it in this area. Maybe there's more I can't really find right now, but it's okay. So let's just move on. Okay, do that. Right. 5 and 4, right? Difference of 1. Again, 5 and 4, difference of 1. One black space here. Looking at the 4, right? I need 3 more black spaces, but I can have only one more, right? And one of the 2 because of this. One of them is a black space, so the rest of the space becomes all gray. That's that. I got that too. Yeah, 3 and 3, right? 2 black gray spaces. So on the top, the same thing. Yep. Okay. Okay, this is a nice one here, so I will explain this in detail. Of course, I see one here too, right? If you look at the 4, I need 3 more black spaces, right? But these two, I could only have 1 black space because of this, right? So these two will become like that, right? But I want to show you this one here. Okay, these are the ones that you need to see as we get into the more difficult puzzles. So here, I could only have 2 black spaces here. Only 2 of the 3 can be a black space. Why? Because if you look at the 5 and 5, right? I only have space for 2 black spaces, right? So that means 2 here, third one here, this one has to be the fourth one, right? Since 2 of them are black spaces, on the right column, I need to also have 2, which is, so that one has to be turned into black. Okay. 5 and 4, difference of 1, got that. Um, okay, 4 and 4, right? Same thing. Oh, I got the 2. Okay, 5 and 5. Right, 2 black spaces, 1 gray. 2 black spaces, 1 gray. Right. So this is a good one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more black space. Right, you're looking at the 6. Right, and if you look at the 7, 1 black space, one of the 2 spaces here. 1, 2, I need 5 more. So the rest 5 spaces would all turn into black spaces, right? Again, everything I'm doing right now is all explained in my tutorials as well. So I'm back here, so I must be missing something right now. Okay, so let's look at that 2, right? So I could have only 1 more black space, right? And then look at the 5, right? I need 5. I need 5 of the 6 spaces would be black, but since I could have only 1 black space here due to the 2, the rest 4 will all turn into black spaces, right? Oh, I had the 7 here too. Okay. Um, I mean, I had that one, but okay. But this was actually okay. Since I have 1 more black space in here, that will complete the 2 here, right? So I did it the harder way, but at least I was able to show you a different move there. Um, okay, I got that. Okay, so 5 and 4, difference of 1, right? 4 and 3, difference of 1, this way, right? Difference of 2, right? Difference of 1, okay, so look at the 3, I could have only 1 more black space in this, right? And looking at the 5, right? Since I could have only 1 more, these 2 must turn into black spaces, right? That. And since I have 1 in here, that will complete the 3. Okay, 5 and 4, difference of 1. Okay, because of the 1, if you look at the here, because of the 1, I could have only 1 black space in here, so all these will turn into black spaces. And that means I also complete the 1, right? Let's do that. Look at the 3, right? I could have only one more black space. Look at the 5. I could have only one more, so these two will turn into black spaces like that. Okay, same thing here, right? Because of the 3, looking at the 3, I could have only one black space. Looking at the 6. Oh, okay, now let's move up. Um, Maybe I don't want to go up that much yet. Let's just, yeah, stay here. 5 and 4, difference of 1, like that. Here, a difference of 1, so I need to have at least one black space, right? But I could only have one because of this. Right? So if I have 1 here, so these 3 will turn into gray. Since I have 1, that will complete this. Right? Yeah, here too. I could have one more black space, right, in here because of that. Right? So looking at the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one in here, right? And that will also complete the 6. 4 and 3, difference of 1, so becomes that. That means 5 is done. Difference of 2, right? So this is done. And so is that. Okay, so that's done too. All right, look at the 5. I could have only one more black space, right? So the rest 4 will all turn into black spaces. Here, 4 and 4, same number, right? So comes that. Let's see, okay, let's do 6 and 3, right? Okay, 2, I could have only 2 in here, so that means for the 8, the rest have to be, right, turned into black spaces. I have 2, so that means I completed this, right? But that didn't take us anywhere. Okay, okay, let's continue here. So, right, difference of 3, another one, 6 and a 3. Okay, 5 and, oops, 5 and 3, difference of 2 going this way, so I need 2 in here, right? Okay, I got that. Let's just make sure. Okay, now let's go up. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, there. Okay, I got that. This one too. 7 is done. I'll just go up a little bit and do these up here too. 3, maybe should I come back to this? Okay, so I want you to look, okay, I'm gonna spend some time here. 7 and 3, if you look at my tutorial, right, if you have a diagonal numbers 7 and 2, right, that makes the 5 spaces surrounding the 7 all black, and the 5 spaces surrounding the 2 all gray. Now, if you look at this, although this is not a 2, when you look at it, I want you to look at it, let me see if I could show you this way. Let's look at it like that. Okay, let's look at it like this. And if I have 7 and a 2, right, that 2 is letting us know that 2 of the 4 spaces will be black, right? Now when I'm looking at the 7 and the 2, I'm looking at the 4 spaces that are shared by 7 and the 2. They overlap, right? So that's what that means technically if I have a 7 and a 2. And if I do, then again, all 5 spaces surrounding the 7 becomes all black. 5 spaces surrounding the 2 will all turn into gray. Now, although this is not a 2, This is a 3, right? Obviously. But technically, this is a 2 if you're looking at the puzzle like this. Okay, just bear with me. Why? Because if you look at this, if you look at the 3 here, that means I could have only one more black space in here. One more. Right? And if I look at the 4 spaces that are overlapping with 7 and the 3, right? The most number of black spaces I could have in the 4 spaces, right? Is 2, right? Right? Here, the most number of black spaces I could have in this area is 2. Why? Because if you look at the 3, right, I could have only one more. So that means if I was to look at it like this is actually technically 2, right? A 7 and a 2. That means we actually completed the 7. And what do we do with the 3 here? Right? We have to surround it with the gray spaces, right? So leave that black space there and then just do the rest gray. Okay? Um, that's actually the same as, how I would explain into detail. Since I could have only one more, and then that means the rest have to be black spaces. I do all that, right? But this is what I do when I look at the puzzles. And if I see a 7 and a 3, but then there's a black space, right? This extra black space. Now this space cannot be in the overlapping area. It has to be on the outer edge of the 3. So as soon as I see that, then I treat this as a 2, right? Then I go, okay, I found a 7 and a 2, right? I hope you really understood what I try to explain there. If you don't, please let me know. If you understand it, I guess you could let me know as well. Um, okay, so where am I? Okay, so now look at this is somewhat similar. This 2, although it's 2, is technically becoming 1. I don't know if I could. Okay, I was going to pull down so that I could have the 2 on the bottom edge, but I can't. Um, because when I look at the 3, right, I could have only one more black space in here, right? Uh, that means these 2 have to be blacks, right? Um, so when I'm doing this type, again, I'm explaining like how I think when I do this, even though it's 2, since I already found 1, now this is actually 1, because I just have to find one more, right? Now looking at this, instead of working with 2 and 3, by looking at it as 1 and 3, right? 1 in one of the 4 spaces here. So the second and the third, these 3 must turn into black spaces. Uh, so by having one black space in here, that will complete the 2. I know this must be super confusing. It's probably the way I'm explaining it. Um, but again, just please let me know if I'm not making any sense. Let's look at the 2. Right? I could have only one more black space, right, here. So now if I look at the 2 here, since I could have only one black space here, so this has to be a black space. Right? Having one black space in here will complete the 2. Okay. 5 and the 4, difference of 1. So let's do that. Okay. 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. Okay, 5 and a 3. Yes, I could do that. 5 and 3, difference of 2. And I could do that, right? Difference of 1, 5 and a 4. Two same numbers, 3 and 3. So this becomes a black space. Looking at this as well, 3, right? 3 and a 5. I could have only 3 spaces, 3 black spaces. right? So that's 3, and the remaining 2 spaces must turn into black spaces, right, to make the 5. And I found a 3 for this, so now that will complete the 3 here. Okay. Okay, let's look at the 3 and the 3, top and bottom, two same numbers. Um, oh, that was there, okay. So looking at the 6, one of them is the black space, right? So if I look at the 4, that completes it. Okay, I think we could do this one too. Let's look at the 5 here. Right, so we're going to have 2 more black spaces, right? Well, let's look at the 4 this way. I think it's easier for me to explain. Looking at the 4, I need 2 more black spaces. That means, right, one of these, 2 of the 3 spaces here will turn into a black space, right? Looking at the 5, right, 2 of the 3 are black. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I found all 5, right? Of course, I don't know which one of the 2 will become into black space, right? We don't know that yet, uh, but now, oops. Okay, I think we're done in this area. Okay, so now let's go back up to the top here. Finish that. Oh, I think we're done. Okay, so that's it. That still took 22 minutes. I know I explained a bit too much, so I apologize. So I'm going to end it here, and then I will continue with the next one in my next video. So hope to see you again, and thank you again for visiting my channel. Again, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below, and I will be happy to um, answer them for you. Okay? Anyway, thank you. See you soon. Bye.